Okay everybody, this will be how to remove the lens off of a little sealed beam converter thingy, whatever you want to call it. First, preheat your oven to 350 or 325. I prefer 325. Just really no reason for that. It's just slower heating and less of a chance to break anything. Of course, remove everything, even the bulb. Oh, that's awesome. And yeah, make sure you have a block of wood, especially if your headlights are plastic. You do not want to melt them or scar them or anything. What I usually use are a little scraper, like this little chisel knife, a razor blade, and a bunch of little flathead screwdrivers as well. Of course, you'll need a glove, and yeah, so we'll see. Okay, so now that the headlight has been baking for about 5 to 7 minutes, take it out with your handy dandy pink oven mitt, and maybe a glove. So I probably will not be using the chisel knife on these. Actually, wrong hand. I usually use it on my 4x6s because they're, well, square. But what I usually do is take your razor blade and just try to get under it because it's kind of got a lip, and just go around it and try to cut as much glue as you can. You know, this is very tedious and will test your patience, but this is the easiest way I've found to do it because I've broken one before already just prying on it. I usually have to heat the headlight or bake it 3 or 4 times before I can get the lens off, so it takes about 45 minutes for me to get one off. But you can get a small screwdriver and pry away from it a little bit, but not much. But I have to go for a little bit bigger one. And I don't know if you can hear it or not, but you can kind of hear the glue separating. But yeah, just keep doing this until it comes off. It's nice to have another set of hands, but I do not. So you can see it start to separate there, and just don't pull and pry. You gotta twist and just work your way around it, and it'll come free. So, like I said, the razor blade helps a lot to loosen that up. But looks like I gotta heat it a little bit more, so put it in there for maybe another 5 minutes or so if yours does not come off right away. Okay, so it's baked for a few more minutes, so let's see if we can get this lens off now. Okay, so same as always, just work your way around with the razor blade. Or even pry. I'll show you as soon as I get this one off what I mean by it has a little lip on it. It's kind of a pain, but I also can understand why they built it like that. So once you start hearing the glue crack and separate, just don't apply any more pressure. Keep the pressure that's already there, and it'll do all the work itself. If you apply any more, it will break, and you will be in a world of trouble. So that's how I broke my first one. And then, yeah. Okay, yeah, this won't come apart right now. Okay. So you can see how it's starting to separate quite a bit. Most of the cracking you're hearing right now is the glue, not the lens itself. So like I said, just apply constant even pressure. If it's stuck, kind of like how that is right there, just take the razor blade and just slide it along the side. Don't try to force it off, just take your time with it. And then it'll come off, like so. So that's just about it. But what I was talking about a lip is that right there. You have to try to get underneath that to cut the glue. But it's not hard, it's just tedious. So yeah, there we go. Now, start cutting this one down, take out the lens, and convert it. There you go. So, just going over what you need to do. Screwdrivers, chisel if you're going to do 4x6 or 7x6, sealed beam, razor blade, and preheat your oven to 325 or 350. Bake for 5 to 7 minutes at first. Start cutting. If it doesn't come apart, heat it a little bit more, keep it warm, and yeah, so there you go. And just take your time, don't force it. Yeah, there we go.